Bitcoin, do you love me? That's the title of the video, guys. Because right now we're at a precarious spot with Bitcoin. It has to decide, are we going forward with our relationship or is it rejecting me? Is it going to follow my high school pattern of rejection or my success later in life with women? Okay, because right now we're at a very dangerous spot. We are at the market top. Look over here. I have a green arrow pointing to the market top. I zoomed out so I could show you all this, the volume. Okay, you pull in the bull run, and this is your market top, 41K. Why? Because you have a swing pattern failure here at 41K that caused a 12,000 point dump. Remember, I told you this current market top where we're at would look exactly like this. I predicted that before the pump, right? 5 hours before the pump Sunday, 6,000 point pump on the previous market swing pattern failure, 6,000 point pump. We consolidated up here for 3 days. Today is our second day, third day up here in range, and we are testing the top again. We already got rejected again. I'll show you what that's doing over there. But here you go, your 41K, your 41K over here. This is volume all the way back to the bull run using visible range, guys. Type in visible range in your indicator. You can find it that way. It's called the VPVR, but you cannot search it that way. Look at the volume. Went over this many times, but we got a lot of new subscribers, and thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. So this is your peak volume down here. You can see the size of the candles, right? And the volume is what? It's just the clusters of candles. So you can see the size of the candles. The problem, the reason you're stuck here at 41 is this. Look at the candle. Look at the candle. Look at the candle. Look at the candle. This is why I said you got to get up to 48, guys. The whales have to pump this thing to 48 to get some fatter candles, and then you're basing it over here on this level of support. So you have all of this range you have to pump up above your market top. That's the problem Bitcoin has, is it has to conquer this group of candles, okay? You're not doing that with organic growth because you have very little opportunity to consolidate. That's why you keep hitting your head on this market top. That's your market top, guys, 41. You can go up, you can go up above it on a pump, but can you hold it? That's the key. Let's go look at our indicators and see what they're telling us, because this has nothing to do with the Amazon news, guys. I know people believe that stuff. I know people believe about the Elon tweets and stuff. This is market structure, okay? Things like news can be catalysts, but in general, this is market structure. You need to understand that. So let's zoom in on the price. Let's look at our indicators and let's see exactly why the likelihood of success. This would be like me walking up to a supermodel at the beach. The likelihood of her saying, yes, we're going to continue our relationship or we're going to have a relationship is very, very slim, guys. I mean, I know, even if I brush my hair, my chances are slim. So let's look at this. 41K market top. No volume up here, right? That's the problem. Let's turn the volume off. You guys understand that now? It's messy. I don't like it. It messes with my OCD. What else do we look at here? This is my volatility channel. Volatility channel combined with EMAs. It's a complicated calculation, but basically your volume's down here, your volatility's down here. What is volatility? Volatility is price action, right? You need price action. You need high volatility to have massive movements, okay? So if we don't get a massive movement, we're going to have a dump, right? We have to have a massive movement up to 48. You see where that is, guys? That's a climb. You're at 41. You got to get like a 7,000 point pump. You got to get FOMO. You got to get a lot of the things in the market structure on your side. Because right now, what you're doing is you're printing a double top, a massive double top, right? And I went ahead and marked this out for you so I can make this video shorter of where you could fall to, 33. We fell 12,000 points on the previous swing pattern failure. This one, if it fell 12,000 points, we got rejected. We tested it. We got rejected again. If it falls 12,000 points from 39, you're looking at 27, 28K Bitcoin, guys. That's the problem. That's the problem because the volume, because it's so low, allows you to make these shapes. Because what does it do, right? So you have buying, you hit your wall for volume. Oh, so you got to go back down and consolidate. Then you have buying. Oh, let's try it again. Then you hit your wall and you go back down, and then you just print a double top. Right? And then you do the same thing with head and shoulders, except you make a shoulder. And that's the danger of where we're at now. Okay, the bias is to crash. That's still the bias because we're in a bear cycle since April 17th. Now, the bullish side is we are above the 200 and the 233. That's good, right? This is the longest we've been above them, I think, since April 17th. You're consolidating at a high level. So that's the bullish side of it, but you got to get a big pump. You have to get like a 8,000 point pump, guys, and that's possible, but it's not likely. You're printing very dangerous shapes. We've been going over this in our Discord. They keep reversing the patterns. They've reversed a couple double tops. They've reversed the head and shoulders. They wait for the last candle and then they go up. I mean, you can literally track the manipulation. It's actually quite interesting to watch. Okay, but let's look at the confluence of indicators because we measure volatility. Volatility is key. Volatility, trend, volume. If you understand those three components of the market, you won't be chasing the price. Okay, this is your ATR, volatility measure. Okay, this is your pump. ATR peaked out, volatility is coming down. You need volatility to be high to have big moves, okay? It's coming back down. So that's the ATR. What do we have for the TSV? TSV is time segmented volume. It essentially acts like a MACD in some ways. It measures volume and volatility. It's a lot of complex complications, but it has a signal line. And if you join our Discord, by the way, you'll see my training videos on these indicators. It has a signal line. You need volatility to be above the signal line, okay? When it's above it, you get a spike like this. You need high volatility and volume. When it goes below the signal line, that's a sign that the trend's dying. And then look what happens. It falls off, and now you're going in reverse. Now the trend's dying, hence the candle. You have that confluence of indicators. This is ATR tracking for tops and bottoms. You're printing tops. This works a lot better on bottoms, but you can use it for tops too. So where you're at right here, this was peak volatility. These are 90% candles, okay? Peak volatility. If you're at peak volatility, that means you're peaked out. Do you understand that concept? You're peaked out. So this printed a top. Volatility comes back down, and then it starts coming back down. It never really picks back up on the second top. Again, you're just floating. You're going back up to test the range. You got soft rejection again, and now you're just floating. So all my volatility and volume indicators say this was another failure. At some point, you keep failing, and your catalyst may be that fact that you fail, and you're going to dump, okay? So the bias is to dump. Trends and patterns are valid until they're invalidated. For this to be invalidated, you got to get a massive pump. That's our current relationship with Bitcoin. It's precarious. She's not returning our text. We don't know what's happening right now because we're at a wall, okay? This, in my opinion, this weekend is going to be the key, right? This week will be the key. We're on Wednesday. You're going to have some action because weekends are typically lower volume. And on lower volume weekends, you can pump it just like they did last weekend, or it just falls apart. The price wants to be down. When you hear people and analysts saying, oh, this is the return of the bull market, it is not. The price organically wants to be down. Why do I say that? Because all the indicators show that, guys. The volatility is down. You're maxing out at a certain level with volatility. The volume is not supported at a price level higher than this, okay? Organic market structure. You can pump it up that way. You have to get FOMO involved. I've been over this, but the bias is to go down. So just keep that in mind. When you're looking at trades, in our Discord, we discuss the trades all the time. We put futures entries. But in general, for you YouTube guys, if you're looking at trades here at 41, the only thing like I said, I'm doing is I'm shorting. I'm checking to see if it holds, and then I'm shorting. And then you're going to get a catalyst at some point that'll drop the market, right? And the only way I would take a long is if we could bust through this on one of these mega pump needles. You need a mega pump needle to bust through this. Hopefully get price support by people supporting you and buying. And that's it, guys. That's your Bitcoin update for today. Enjoy. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's midweek. You're almost done with work. Watch the videos. I'll put another update out there. Guys, our Discord's free another couple of days. Come try it out. You don't have to sign up. Just join. Just jump in. See if you like the room. See if you like the value. You got 2 more days. Friday, guys, it's done. So come. If you're thinking about it, just jump on over. Have some fun. And I'll talk to you guys soon.